What is the problem here? Can't even get high quality equipment. I've ended up with 2 different shades of blue. How bloody hard is it to make sure that you buy the same type glove? I just don't get it. It shouldn't be that complicated. Sorry. Okay, so basically I'm going to, let me adjust this camera here. There's a lot of fuckery that's been going on lately on this channel. I'm going to go ahead and do the olive oil test first. My goodness, this is just a mess. Look at all this. Okay, so I'm going to pour a bit of urine here into this first cup because I've got to actually put the olive oil in to the urine. I'm going to put the urine in to the sugar. So basically, from what I understand, well, where's my dropper? Disorganized. Jen! DL, do it myself. All right. Lord, mercy. Okay. So I've got my olive oil here. I'm sorry, I said olive oil. How many times did I say olive oil? I meant vegetable oil. It's vegetable oil. Sorry. So sorry. Alright, so here's that oily stuff. Basically, I'm supposed to add that to the urine. Oh dear. We've done that backwards. Let's start again, shall we? Let me go get another glass. Oh dear. I think I've mucked it up horribly. Let me close the door for privacy's sake. Can't have this getting out. Alright, let's see. What did I do? I thought I had the glass here. I thought the vegetable oil, the cap was on. And I was busy talking, so I don't recall. I think I thought I poured the vegetable oil in there. So arguing between olive oil and vegetable oil, and then I went back and forth. Okay, wait, no. Oh dear. No, that glass smells like urine. Oh, that's a problem. Because when I paused the camera, I poured the vegetable oil, so I thought, back into the vegetable oil bottle. And the only reason I noticed it is because if you look closely, you can see that it's taken on sort of a bubbled aspect down here. Can you see it in the base, how it's like bubbles in clumps? My understanding is on the test online, if it does that, it means not pregnant, but I've clearly got quite a bit more oil than I've got urine. I don't know that I have enough to do the test. The bigger problem is I've messed around and put urine into the vegetable oil bottle. Oh dear. I've got quite the conundrum now, because next time Jen goes to make a cooking video, I don't think the recipe will come out quite right. Let's see if I can remove this label and see what damage I've done here. Oh yes, if you look in the bottom you can see it, it's in bubbles. That's because the olive oil and the urine do not mix. Oh fuckery, how do I fix this? Okay, I'm gonna do what I did before, which is put urine in here as it was and as it should be. Oh god, I don't need that much, I don't think. Okay. And now I'm going to do it correctly. I've actually put the olive oil into a little cap here. And I'm going to just kind of pour some in here. I have a dropper somewhere, but I don't want to contaminate it and muck it up further. So here is olive oil. Might need more, perhaps. That's not quite enough. Well, it's clear to see that the olive oil is outweighing the urine in this bottle, so we'll go ahead and pour some more. You can see how thick it is. Right, come round here. More olive oil. Okay, supposedly you're supposed to just wait like 3 to 5 minutes and you're supposed to be able to see something. I don't know. Let's put more oil. I'm not sure. I don't know what's going on, but this bottle of oil is all wasted anyway. Oh dear. Did that just go in the sugar? I think I fucked this up as well. Oh, it's on the outside. It's okay. Bob's your uncle. There we go. Oh dear, that's just messy. All right, let's try this again. I'm all right. Just a touch of consumption, or maybe a touch of Ebola kicking on, but it's all right. All right, let's try this right. We've got the sugar. It doesn't have anything in it, you can see. Stop mucking around and put the... Oh, yeah, that's definitely urine. Oh, God. So apparently, if you are pregnant, I believe it was said that the sugar will not dissolve. And it even fizzed and foamed in some of these videos. I've got to go get a spoon now. And I believe if you are not pregnant, it is supposed to dissolve the sugar. Now, mind you, since a chemical is the suspected condition, it would only be right that this should be similar to non-pregnant urine, as it did not test positive on such said test here, even though the blood did. And therefore, this urine, even if it has HCG, should be quite diluted to a point that it should be able to dissolve the sugar, from what they say. Really got to get by the hair salon, get my hair done. It's quite a mess right now. Okay, so here we're at. Let me go grab a spoon, I'll be right. Apparently I'm back sooner than intended because I don't know how to hit a pause button. Right then. I've got a spoon and not a spoon. The fork, because I couldn't find a second spoon and I don't want to risk further mixing these ingredients together. Oh dear, this is taking a wide angle view, is it not? Must be my hair, got to get it all in there. Alright, here we go. I'm going to use the fork and the sugar because it's supposed to dissolve anyhow. And in that oil, I'm going to use the spoon. They showed in the video, you can see there, it's separated between the urine in the bottom and the oil sitting atop and on my counter as well, apparently. Well, isn't that a bloody mess? Okay, so we're supposed to swirl it like I saw the girl do in the video. And it's separating into little dots. And I believe has actually fizzed up. Oh dear, that was just messy. Dreadful. Oh, my new scarf and pants. Okay, so that looks like a bubbly party zone going on right there. Lots and lots of bubbles in there. All broken up into little bits. And I'm confused now because when the lady I watched the video on stirred hers, I want to say it took on a fizzy appearance after some time of sitting, but I thought the bubbles had disappeared in both the pregnant and the non-pregnant specimens. Curious. All right, I'm going to go back here. Sorry. Little tickle there. All right, I've got the sugar there, which has had some time to sit and it's not dissolved. I've got quite a bit of urine in there. I would think that would be enough, but let's see. Swirl, swirl. Going to stir it and it should dissolve. If it does not dissolve, that is to mean that you are pregnant. Excuse me. If it does dissolve, it means not pregnant. So it's similar to as though non-pregnant urine. That was a nice little melody I had going there. It's kind of similar to when I'm at the chapel. Actually, it's not called a chapel, is it? Where the monks are. Oh, it's a Mongol Watnaram Raknaram. It's a really long name. Another time. Alright, so the lady in the video, she had pregnant urine. Different lady. Her urine was pregnant. Her neighbour's was not. When she used the neighbour's, it dissolved the sugar straight away. So it looks similar to putting it in water, so to speak. It just ate it up and the crystals turned into nothing. Pretty much sweet urine, I guess. She didn't drink it. No, I don't think she did. She was off camera. I don't know. I don't speak for her. Okay, so I've stirred it quite a bit and most of the sugar is gone. And there's an added bonus factor. I can see just a bit of oil floating on the surface from my little mishap earlier. So this is similar to a non-pregnant result. It does help when one holds the cup in front of the camera. Alright, so it has dissolved all of the sugar except just a little bit in the middle down here on the bottom. Not really sure what that means, if it stands for something or not. Sorry, another tickle. Alright, now on the oil test. Where am I? Didn't do my hair and makeup for nothing. Alright. On the test where I watched the lady. Oh, that's quite bright in my face. And she, excuse me, she basically had the non-pregnant urine. It had the oil remain pretty separate and she stirred it about like so. And she zigzagged a little, maybe that makes a difference. Should have used the fork in this one, that's what I should have done. Alright, so there's a quick stir, like a bartender with a fine martini. Definitely dirty martini. Alright, so yeah, that's got quite the level of bubbles, lots and lots of bubbles. It's nearly sudsy, which is what's confusing me because hers looks sudsy and foamy for the pregnant, but all the bubbles kept popping and she'd have to stir it up a bit more to get the bubbles back. They'd go away. I don't see these popping. I see movement. I don't really want to get any closer because I can smell urine. It smells quite awful. It's a rather large bubble here on this side. My mother is very loud. So I'm not sure what to say about this because if you look at it, it does look kind of foamy and frothy and fizzy like hers, but she did say to let it sit for a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and take a break really quickly and I'll be back. I'm going to give it about another 5-10 minutes because I think that's what they did. Stay around, I'll be right back, Mum. Got my hair stuck on the door hinge. Ah! I'll just want to do this. Oh. Ah! God, hazards of science. Ah. Oh dear, seem to have fallen asleep quite close to the... God, no, that's just not going to work at all. Oh, dear Lord, that can't be good. Okay, I'm going to wrap this up. I've got to get in the shower as quickly as possible. As you can see, they both appear negative. This one, after further research, should have foamed quite a bit, and it hasn't foamed at all, has it? No, it hasn't. And this one here, you can clearly see that the oil is separating itself from the urine in the bottom. They're not together at all. And even if I stir them, they still don't foam. It appears they foam in other people's videos, not in mine. Okay, so I've got to go. I'm having a bit of a moment, and I've really got to clean my face. So like and subscribe, lovelies. I promise future tests will be more interesting, but they might not be any more organised. I have to go. Okay. Dear. My Lord. I think I've got to go to hospital. I may have broken something. Oh dear.